Hi everybody, this is James from Eating Our Asses Off. I'm going to make you 3 different wrap meals. Not like hip hop wrap, but you know, just your standard
Oh my god.
cooking foods. All 3 are going to be hot base wraps. So when my wrap is I'm going to use a tortilla shell. So it may not be what you think of as a wrap, but it's more about what I call a wrap. And so the first one I'm going to make for you right here is a pepperoni pizza wrap. I have 1 serving of pepperonis from the Hornell's group. They give you 15 pepperonis per serving.
Oh my god, it's Hormel.
That too. I have approximately 3/4 of a half cup of cheese here.
What fraction is that?
Really?
3/4 of a half?
That's 3/8 of a cup. So usually half a cup is full, so it's about 1/8 less of a full serving.
Are you at it? You don't have any extra cheese?
I do. I just have to open another bag for this. And then I have 1 tortilla shell. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of tomato sauce on one side, and I'm going to butter it with mayonnaise on the other side in order to get tanginess. And no idea why I flipped that over because it's the same on both sides, but I'm about to do that. So first thing I'm going to do is preheat these guys, get a little oil on my pan over there. It'll come off and the pepperoni sweat on there. So I'm going to throw them on there and let them sizzle while I butter the mayonnaise.
Why are you doing that?
They're going to sweat, and that pepperoni juice is going to get into the tortilla shell a little better. And it also kind of gets them softer and gets them a little cooked, so they kind of stick into the cheese batter instead of being 2 different temperatures.
Okay.
So, going to mayonnaise up this thing.
There's no butter?
This is the butter.
But we don't. Why are you using...
Because this is just it gives a good amount of fat like butter does, but it also gives it a tangy taste, which is
Is this
nice.
what you always make me?
Yes, and you always say it's delicious. You just didn't know.
I mean...
Go ahead.
Nothing.
Tell me a lie.
No, I don't... What? Shut
Last
up.
I brought you, like, this is perfect.
Spreads
Okay.
the mayonnaise. He has me filming because he said he didn't feel like talking in this video, and he hasn't shut up since I hit record.
Okay. Spend about 30 seconds. See, I got a nice little greasy pepperoni mess now.
Greasy. Yum, yum.
It's gonna be good, I promise you. Gonna simply take this tortilla shell, slam it down.
Slam it.
Make my heat nice and 3.5 or so. Do my 1 tablespoon of tomato sauce because you don't like a lot of sauce.
I don't.
For me, I would actually do 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons.
2 tomato spoons.
Yeah, saying tomato and tablespoons.
tomato.
And you just spread it around. I could use a knife, but this is just me being lazy. Bam.
So I feel like this is, it's not a wrap though. I just want to clarify this for the people
I
that,
said they may not call it a wrap.
I'm pretty sure that nothing you're making is an actual wrap. I'm
Well,
pretty sure that these are all tortillas.
I'm using wrapped.
So this
shapes.
is a quesadilla. This is what we call pizza quesadilla. We have it frequently because it's actually just really easy to make and it tastes delicious and it's better than having a regular quesadilla.
But see, if you put these cold ones on here, when the cheese starts to melt, they don't bind that well. But now because they're warm, when it cooks, it actually will combine with that cheese really well. Makes it worth it.
And I had to turn in a recipe for my gastronomy class and I used the recipe for this. So I actually did know about the mayonnaise, but like I've never actually seen them do it. And I'm like, okay.
It doesn't take long. You can hear it sizzling already. We're just going to check it occasionally to see if it starts to crisp. Obviously it's still soft here, so just let it go. Eventually, once it gets almost done, you fold it in half and cook both sides and you have a wrap. Or a quesadilla.
A quesadilla. A wrap implies that you rounded it, you rolled it.
Okay. So it's less than 5 net carbs, I believe I said, per pizza, which is actually pretty good. So taking a peek, it's still soft, so we're going to wait a little longer. But eventually it's going to toast up.
I want to tell you guys something that I taught James, that you don't have to cook on 8.
She totally did.
I
used to burn everything.
I'm like, why don't you just turn it down?
I'm like, it won't get the temp.
Right.
I don't want to serve undercooked meat.
So, what you drinking? Say it.
Stuff you have me turned on to.
No, say it. What's it called?
Topo Chico.
Oh, that was actually really good.
Really? I used to say like Tropico.
Yeah.
Chico. So I want to add an R here because it looks like tropical, but it's not. But yeah, so it's a twist of lime flavor. There's another one that I'm not sure if I'm gonna like, but this one I really like.
There's the grapefruit, and then there's the plain, and then there's the lime. I think I think there might be one more. No, maybe there's just 3. Yeah, I love that one.
All right, we see it puffing up, so that's a good sign that it's getting close. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold it anyways. Oh, look at that brown, beautiful. And we're gonna fold it so the top layer of cheese can start binding to the bottom layer of cheese. Let it cook and sizzle, and then we'll flip it one time, and then we're done. You cook it flat like that though, so that you don't get that one raw line here. Because if you fold it too early, you'll have this part cooked and the other side cooked, but you'll have this whole like, strip here that's not cooked. So you cook it flat so the whole thing gets cooked first. Now we're just allowing all the things to kind of meld together.
I dig it. And I will say that we eat this a lot, and it is very filling. I mean, it's basically all fat, right? So it's very, very, very filling to just eat one of these. Like, that's a whole dinner. So,
and don't worry, that mayonnaise cooks off, so this actually gets very dry and doesn't get very oily at all.
Yeah. It actually does taste good. I just personally prefer butter on the outside because I like that buttery, the buttery flavor.
Well, try it both ways and let us know in the comments which one's better, with butter or mayonnaise. I like butter too, but sometimes I just want a tang hit from my bread, my breading of my pizza. But maybe I'm wrong. If you like butter better, please let us know, and we'll fix that. Or not fix it, but we'll see your comment. Turn it over.
We'll appreciate that, because he's not going to fix it. He's going to keep putting mayonnaise on this stuff.
Kitchenware here.
That's the fine china right there.
There you go. And there it is. There is your sexy pizza tortilla.
Pizza quesadilla. Just call it what it is.
Pizza quesadilla wrap.
Hey, this is going to be our first recipe in our cookbook.
Hi everybody, I'm back. It is a breakfast egg wrap quesadilla. Because Sabrina says I have to say quesadilla. Alright, I'll show it to you in a second. Alright, so as you can see here, I have 2 eggs that I'm going to scramble up. Regular cheese and 1 tortilla, and I'm going to butter this tortilla. For the breakfast quesadilla wrap, it makes more sense to actually use butter. So I will be buttering this one just because I don't like it tangy with my breakfast wrap. You might like it tangy, you might want to do the mayonnaise thing. It just depends on your mood. So I'm just going to scramble this up, and I'm going to cook the egg first, and I'll show you that process in a little bit. Alright, I got my tortilla buttered, my egg scrambled, and I'm just going to lay it in here on my pan and get a nice thin layer of egg, kind of like an omelet. And then after I do that, what I want to do is cover it with cheese and make another thin layer so I can have a cheese layer and an egg layer cooking. Just gonna kind of push it in so it gets a little denser on these edges. It makes it easier to lift off by kind of peeling it back a little bit when it comes time. Okay. And so you can see it nice and drier. So now I'm going to throw on a nice layer of cheese. Let that do its thing for a little bit. So I could have put the cheese on second and flipped it over first, that's fine, but that's just the way I did it. So flip it over, let the cheese cook now. Another layer of cheese. Just gonna add my tortilla on top. I'm gonna flip it one more time. Look at that. Beautiful crispy cheese on top now. Meld it nice and tight to the egg. Once the tortilla gets mostly cooked, I'm gonna fold it in half like a wrap, which is why I keep calling them wraps. Though to Sabrina's dismay, she wants me to call them a quesadilla. Whatever you think they should be called, I'm about to make one. Okay, it's getting puffy. You can see it getting large on one side here. So that's a good sign that we need to turn this thing. And boom. We now have a wrap. Or quesadilla. Whatever. We have something delicious. It's damn delicious. Alright, for our last recipe here, I have a bunch of cubed chicken, about 2.5 pounds worth. I'm going to cook it with some ranch seasoning and some cream cheese. I'm going to do 1 packet of ranch seasoning and 1 ounce of cream cheese and 1 cup of regular cheese. I'm going to cook all that up for the inside. After that's done, I'm going to remove it, and then I'm going to use a tortilla and this ranch sauce on the outside of the tortilla. And with that ranch sauce and this ranch seasoning, we'll have a ranch explosion, which is why these are called the Ranchoritos. There they are, the Ranchoritos. I know I fry them, so they're not exactly burritos, but whatever. They are damn delicious. All right, buddy, thanks for watching. As I'm sure you know, I look completely different because it took me about 3 months to make this video. I apologize for taking so long, but it's done. I'm going to post it, and I hope you enjoy at least one of these recipes, if not all of them. Like and subscribe. If you haven't done so, please, already done it. I forget how my wife says it. Sabrina, how do you say it?
How do I say what?
Like and subscribe? Your fancy way of saying it?
Oh, if you're new here, hello.
If you're new here, subscribe. If you're not new here, thank you for subscribing. And like the video. All right, have a wonderful day.